Hey guys, welcome to a new series that we're going to be doing on my channel. Project Ozone 3 came out a few weeks ago. It is a new mod pack, so don't know exactly what we're going to be getting into. I've played a little bit in a single player world just to kind of get the basics down. We will be playing with Melinda, but she is not here yet, so we are just going to kind of get started. If you do want to see more of this series, please leave likes and comments on the videos down below, and then yeah, check out my other series. We are going to have a Crash Landing, which is an old mod pack, going at the same time, so please check that out as well with my cousin Arman Wags and Melinda28. And we're going to get a timer going so we can start this first episode. So, this is intended to be a Garden of Glass kind of start, so we're going to try to do that as much as possible. Getting the server set up, there isn't an official server yet. So I kind of just want to do what we would do in a Garden of Glass, which would be just kind of start by shift right-clicking grass to get pebbles. This is a Botania, Garden of Glass is the Botania starting skyblock island. So I'm tempted to just kind of take us up to an area and start us with that. I know it also starts with some roots or something, as well as some grass or some. So we'll take some dirt up there, and we'll get regular grass eventually. But I think that we should start with this. We'll take it up nice and high. That way it's kind of realistic. All right, that should be good. All right, so we're going to compress all these. So we can just press K to compress these, or that's the default that I've been told. We want to go up at least 64 blocks. So it's you know, it's kind of like falling into the abyss when you die. But yeah, there's a couple of interesting things about this mod pack. It is a quest-based mod pack, tons of mods, tons of quests, so we will be doing this for quite some time. There will probably be in between recording, grinding going on, just because of how much there actually is in this pack. But some of the notable ones, we're going to be doing some Botania, we got Tinkers, I don't know what it is, what the mod is, but I took a look at the different types of armor and chestplates and stuff that we can get, and it made me sad. It made me very sad, because it's very complex crafting just to get a piece of iron armor. So that's going to be fun. Now let me double check, and let's see, helmet. If we want an iron helmet, yeah, so an iron helmet, we can't just craft it. Can't put it in an anvil, we got to put it in a workbench. So 5 iron around an osmium helmet, which in a workbench is around a lead helmet, which is in a workbench is around a nickel helmet. And it just keeps going down. You have to get all these different types of things before you can even get an set of iron armor. So normally, you start with leather. And it has to be in this workbench, which requires blocks of charcoal and some blue, which we'll probably get from lapis. But yeah, no, this is going to be interesting. All right, so we're going to compress, compress, compress. Okay, now we're going to get some dirt. By the way, we do have a custom texture pack on. I believe it starts with like 9-ish dirt. We'll get 9-ish dirt. That sounds fair to start. And we're not going to be in the abyssal crater. That's the sun, by the way. It looks kind of crazy. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and go up 6. We're going to go up quite a bit to the very top. Yep, we're just going to keep going up. This should put us about y equals 150, around there. Actually, almost exactly y equals 150. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. You know, nerd pull up here. Actually, I think if this puts us at exactly 150, I'm gonna be so happy. And then dirt layer puts us at y equals 150. Alright, so we are gonna start here on this little dirt platform. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to vein my or excavate this with my bare hand. Okay, I guess I can't. Alright, well, this is what we got to start. So we're going to keep grabbing pebbles. Luckily this works on dirt as well, so we can continue progressing. But yeah, so, oh, I should, before we get that all done and start doing quests, we should make a party. Alright, so this is going to be, oh, caps lock, Dingus's, because that's our normal party name. So we'll create the party. Shared lives false. This is not hardcore. And then we'll invite Melinda28. Invite. Okay. We'll resend her an invite whenever she gets on. But yeah, we wanna get some stuff going here. 8. How much will that put us at? Cool. Alright, so looking at our quests, so we're gonna start up here in Alpha. Alpha is the beginning. Omega is the end. We have a reward shop, and then we have some. There's a lot of quests, a lot of chapters, all kinds of different stuff. Which one was Project T? No. Epsilon. Tau. No. It's one of the ones I just clicked here. Oh, okay. There it is. Omicron is no. That's Abyssalcraft. Phi is Draconic Evolution and Project E. Requires 7x7 extended crafting, requires the Ender Dragon. Oh boy, yeah, we're way off, but we got our party, we got our quests, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first quest here is going to be up here in Alpha. It's going to be random act of kindness. Check out that rack. Alright, so we got to check this box, and it'll give us a diamond, an oak sapling, some dirt, and some rack. So we'll go ahead and claim that. Alright, so next we have right-click grass, dirt to obtain pebbles, then craft into cobblestone. We've done that, and then make a furnace. And I really like the music from this. Whenever you you get stuff. All right, so I'm good. Oh, that's a meteor over there. Oh man, that's so tempting to go down and just get the stuff. But we don't even have pickaxes yet. So there are going to be, this is basically going to be, this is intended to be kind of like a skyblock thing. So you're supposed to start with like a tree and a block of dirt, and that's pretty much about it. But we're gonna change that a little bit. All right, so we got some leaves here in the way. We got an extra sapling. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to use our ore excavator, and we're gonna harvest this. We got our fast leaf decay. So we got some apples. We got that. All right, so I'm going to take one piece here, and we're going to make a bunch of stuff. So we're going to have our crafting table, and we're going to turn it into a crafting station from Tinker's Construct. We're going to make a couple of these, make one of these. Okay, so we're going to, yeah, we'll get some Tinker stuff going. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and put our crafting table here, and we wanted to make a furnace. So let's go ahead and get a bunch more of these. I think we need 32, that's 4 for a cobble, and then it'll make a furnace out of 8. How much is that? 37. Alright, that's good. Let's hit K, compress that, and let's go ahead and make ourselves a furnace. Alright, so go into here, detect, submit, claim, back, done. There we go, right-clicking. Right-clicking. Oh god, that was bad. Alright, so next is wood. We need to get oak wood, oak saplings, apples, and a crook. So we can go ahead and make some crooks here. What's that? Stick? Why do these? Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna back up. And we're going to do our quirk for trees like you do in a lot of the modded Sky Factor or Skyblock stuff. And we're going to vein mine this, get a bunch of saplings, lose some hunger, and we're going to go ahead and vein mine this. Or excavate this. Alright, so go ahead and get this down. Go ahead and plant that. Alright, now I'm going to need this. I'm going to need one of these. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get some of our Tinker stuff going because there's some cool Tinker's additions that I would really like to use in this pack. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to get some more blank patterns so we can go ahead and make a Tinker's pattern chest as well, which is just a chest with the blank pattern over it. Alright, so we got our 4 basic Tinker stables. We're going to go ahead and just convert these down into wood. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay. So we've got our crafting table. So we're going to start with our stencil table over here in this corner. Next to the stencil goes the pattern, then part, then tool station. Alright, so we're going to come over here. We're going to put our blank patterns in here. Now we want a tool rod. We want a shovel head. We want a axe head, and for now we'll grab a we'll grab a binding. Alright, so now coming over here into the part builder, we can just pick which one of these we want in here, which is really convenient. That's the sun coming up in the corner, by the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick our wood up here, and we're going to start by making 1, 2, 3, 4 tool rods. Now you might be wondering, okay, well, what are you going to make those tool rods out of? You have an axe and a shovel and maybe a mattock. But in this one, they added a couple things specifically for Ex Nihilo. So you have a Tinker's Crook and a Tinker's Sledgehammer. So we're going to make a Tinker's Crook real quick. Alright, wooden crook. So I don't feel like naming it now. I can't come up with something clever. So we now have a Tinker's Crook. So whenever we use this, so we'll compare it to our regular crooks that we have here. Alright, so these are our regular crooks. If we use these up, they break. So we'll go ahead and use both of these up just to demonstrate how these Tinker's Crooks work. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put my furnace down. Oh god, that face. Alright, so we're going to get some charcoal going. That'll also give us some light. Because we're gonna cook these apples in a little bit, actually. But yeah, so these crooks, they break after they are done being used. We also have mini charcoal from Actually Additions. Oh, that makes me so happy. Because we can just put our oak in there, and we can be perfectly efficient because it breaks 1 charcoal or coal down into 8, and then each thing cooks 1 thing in the furnace. Oh, it's wonderful. There we go. And now we can just break these down. You cannot recraft them, so once you break it down, you break it down. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put one of these apples up here because one of our best sources of early game food is going to be cooked apples. So the apples, they've nerfed for some reason, and they only give you a hunger and half a saturation. But the cooked apples give you 4 full hunger, and 6 full saturation. So heck yeah, we're going to take advantage of that. And we're going to eat the cooked apple. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and, there we go, keep doing that. Alright, now we're going to finish off this wooden crook that we made. That's the regular crook. Now this is the Tinker's wooden crook. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to use it up. Alrighty, now we're going to plant a tree, we're going to fork. Alright, and here's the nice thing. Boom. Our wooden crook just got everything and is now broken. So what we do when we have a broken tool is we will put it back in the Tinker's tool station, and then we will put whatever the repair material is here. So for this one, I don't know where it says. I don't think it says repair material anymore. But basically, since it was all wood, it's going to be wood. It's whatever the main head of it is. So this one we can just put sticks in here, and each stick will give us 17 durability back on it. So if we put 2 in, it should go to 34, and then 51. Yeah, 51. Okay. So for 2 planks, you'll get 4 sticks. So add 17 to that, and you'll get 68. Now it takes 2 planks to get that. 2 planks. Oh, actually, this is better. Okay, so we'll be using planks instead of sticks. I guess my math before was off. But, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue making these different tools. So we're going to get a tool rod here. We're going to go through, we're going to grab an axe head, and then we're going to want a shovel head. Go over to the tool station, and we're going to want a mattock. So the reason that we want the mattock is because it's a cutter mattock. It's a versatile farming tool. It's effective on wood, dirt, and plants. So it doubles as an axe, which is just good on trees, and as a shovel on dirt. We can also use it as a hoe to till soil. So we're going to call this our basic hoe, and that's what we're going to have. That's going to be our axe. Alrighty, so we're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna get some materials real quick. Alright, if we're in a invisible block, that means that we are in a leaf, which means we're going to crook it. We're gonna axe it, and then we're gonna plant it. And then we can crook it. The other not really nice thing about these crooks is even if they go beyond their durability, it'll still take out all the leaves. I don't know if that's a bug or what, but it's really, really nice, I have to say. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put that there. We'll repair our little crook here. We'll use up the sticks that we have, and then we'll just throw one plank in there to get it back to max. These also have the ecological trait, which allows them to regenerate durability over time. So if you look at the durability of the mattock here, it's at 47 out of 60. Over time, that will regenerate and it will tick up. I don't know exactly what the rate is for the tick up, but it should it increase pretty quickly. Maybe slowly? I don't know. But right now, we are still looking for more apples. We haven't been getting a lot of those from this. So we're going to keep doing that until we can finish the apple quest. There's some more apples. More wood. And we're gonna keep doing this for a bit. So we gotta keep going. Put that in there. Put 1, 2. Yeah, we'll just do it 2 at a time. There we go. More apples. And if you notice, we still haven't lost hunger from using our ore excavator yet. Oh, we got a plump peach and we got a plump pear. Interesting. Didn't know those came out of the regular trees. But yeah. So we're gonna keep doing that. I was just saying something. Oh, the hunger. That's right. The reason it didn't go down as much. You can see that those give a food and a half. Now, can we cook these? Peach. Plump peach. No, it can be used as a regular peach though for pans. Or I can make peach juice. Okay. Oh, they have the market, which requires a red wool, planks, and logs, which means we might be able to do that. Red wool comes from any red flower, poppies, those. Okay. Oh, you use your rack in the market. Oh, that's nice. I'm learning all kinds of things today. Okay, cool. So we still need a couple more apples to finish the quest. Yeah, we'll just keep going this way. There we go. That should have completed it. There we go. Detect submit, and we can claim. I just love that noise. And then we should have this one. We can claim that as well. I have to say, this is probably my favorite quest music for like completing quests and stuff. But these apples, we can use them. We should be able to use them to make a apple sapling. There it is. Yeah, we can make an apple sapling. And then we can just cook the apples up here, and then we will have plenty of food. Okay, so next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get some dirt production up. And I know this seems really weird, considering if you look down there, you're just like, oh, well, Gospel, you're a Chico. Why don't you just go down there and do all that stuff? It's like, well, I mean, it's not intended to be played that way. We're playing it this way because this is how the game was meant to be played. Okay? We're going to be fair. And it's also going to make a lot more sense. It will make sense eventually, I promise. Alright, so we want to start expanding our platform. Not too much. Let's see, we're going to want some torches up here in a bit. So we'll get that going. In the meantime, we can make some barrels to get more dirt. So this is something that if you saw our... oh, come on. If you saw our Crash Landing series, this is something that we used regularly, was the barrels to get dirt. So we will be using that. We will continue to use that. What is that? Oh, I'm in a tree. Okay, so we're gonna make some more barrels. We want about 4 barrels, because that'll use half a stack at a time of material. We'll go ahead and put this back up in here. Drop 2 on that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna level our crook up soon. There we go. Okay. So we're going to get that coal going that we want, charcoal going that we wanted, and then we are going to make a bigger platform. We're going to go ahead and make some slabs, because slabs is how you do sky block stuff. You make slabs because it progresses much better. Alright, so we're going to do let's do a double, let's start with a double layer of planks. Double layer sounds good. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and we're just getting all this started before Melinda gets here, just because we'll get the basic stuff out of the way. I think that's perfectly fine. And then whenever we get into the grindy stuff, we'll get her, because how do we start Crash Landing? Melinda, go sift things. What are we gonna do here? Hey Melinda, go sift things. We'll just keep it consistent for her. But yeah, the other good thing about making this platform bigger is if we get big trees, we'll be able to catch all of the drops. And we do have fast leaf decay, so if we want to, we can just or excavate the tree, and then if we don't, we'll get natural sapling drops and apple drops. But yeah, we can do that as well. Okay, we're gonna do pear. What can this plump pear do? Can be made into a poached pear, can be made into pear yogurt, smoothie, juice, bottle, okay. Yogurt. Oh, that's a new recipe. I like that. You can just put milk with a pot. How do I make a pot, Pam? Oh, that's excellent. Okay. Pots can do pot. Oh God, what is ultimate crafting? Ultimate 400 saturation. Wait a second. Hold up. Why would you have a food that gives you full hunger and 400 saturation when you don't get 400 saturation? What is the point of that? Potato, tomato, spicy greens, beans, rice, chicken dinner, stock, pot, and neutronium. Interesting. Okay, anyways, enough getting distracted by that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to convert these back into planks, and we're going to make a couple of chests. Cool, we'll do 4 chests. to start. So we'll have chest, 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 chest. Okay, so top chest is going to be wood stuffs. Or we'll say tree stuffs. So tree, 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 not tree. And then we'll do just kind of random tools and items. Yeah, we'll put that in there for now. Alrighty. So, the reason we wanted these is because we want some light. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop 2 in here, drop 2 in here. Now, one of the main reasons that we want light early is because blood moon is a thing in here, which if you've never had to deal with a blood moon, you're lucky. If you've had to deal with a blood moon, you know why they're terrifying. Alright, we'll go ahead and crook this up, and then we'll get into our next little tool. There we go. So we've leveled up our crook. So when you leveled it up, it got an extra modifier there, so we'll be able to hopefully eventually make it unbreaking. Alright, so we got our crook. I think we have plenty of saplings for now, so we're just going to put all those saplings in there, and we're going to get on to our next Tinker's tool, which is after we take this wood down. There we go. Also, if you see me type things and they're in caps lock, I apologize. That is what I decided to make my keybind for ore excavator, just because it's easier than having to figure out what else uses the grave key. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we're gonna make the rest of our Tinker's tools. So we're gonna go ahead and put these up in here, and let's see. Okay, so that one's in there. So just a reminder, we have that one. We have a shovel head. So we do not have a pickaxe head. We do not have a sword blade. We do not have a comma head, which I'll explain what the comma is if you've never used it. We have that. We have that. We'll get a variety of sword blades, just because I like the long sword. Melinda might like the broadsword. I don't know. We'll do bow limbs and bow strings, and then we'll do all the stuff for a tinker's arrow. So that, the arrow shaft pattern, and the fletching pattern. And then, is that a chisel head pattern? Yeah, chisel. Melinda will want that, and I want the sledgehammer head. Now this one is a battery. So this is an interesting thing. So if you go over to the tool station, when we upgrade this to a 2 forge, we can make tinker's guns. I don't know. We can make shuriken, whatever, but the tinker's gun, that just seemed kind of weird to me. So we're gonna go over to the part builder. And the next thing that we want to make is going to be a comma. K-A-M-A, not C-O-M-M-A. Yeah, comma. So we want the wooden comma, we're going to want a tool rod for it, and we're going to want a binding. Binding, there we are. Alright, so we'll go over here to the tool station, and we'll go over to the comma section, comma, 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 comma. And we're going to put this up there. We're going to make our comma, and we're going to make a comma chameleon. If you don't get that reference, I'm too old. Alright, so the nice thing about the comma is using these barrels we can compost organic material. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. So normally if you're using a crook, you can use the saplings here, but if you're me and you want to use leaves instead, in our Crash Landing series we had to use shears, which uses up a ton of iron. Well, here we can use the comma because it basically acts like a pair of shears. So we can vein mine that and get a bunch of these oak leaves, which per tree, so for one sapling you will get about 57, I'd say on average about 54 leaves. So each sapling that we have in there we can turn into a bunch of leaves, which will compost into dirt. 8 leaves make a dirt. So we now have more dirt to use. And then we can also get the logs from it. So the thing that we do have to be careful about is the comma will not drop saplings. So we do have to be careful about that. That's something that we want to keep in mind. But we'll try to level this up as quickly as we can, and we have a plethora of saplings, so we should be good to make a bunch of dirt now. Because we will want to farm. the comma chameleon, and then the basic hoe knocks a tree down. Basic hoe to deal with wood. Yeah, I need to stop making bad jokes. All right, so yeah, so we are just about done for this episode. So we're gonna yeah, we'll just go ahead and get a couple more out of the way. We'll go ahead and crook this one, because crook gives chance of silkworms and apples as well. And alrighty, so that is our timer for this episode. So thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like and a comment down below if you want to see more of this series. If you want to see more of me and Melinda doing some crazy stuff. And we'll see if we can get anybody else we know on the server. We may be able to find some willing victims. I mean, participants. Yeah, participants. But until next time, guys, thanks. Take care.